What up? Ethel tayo! Mystery! Isa! Wait. Let me upload this. Yeah, I'm second to none. X. What? My computer is dying just showing this. Hey, no running this time. Hearing the sound behind itself, the robot turns around exaggeratedly before it could focus its camera on Yuhi. Naganten had already restrained it with the rope she had on her body. Nakumahala, ma! Ryu, hello! Scary, lawbreaker. You're the one causing all these ruckus, and you dare yell that at us? Ah, right. MIT-95, thanks, skin, thank you. Without your help, I probably would have never caught this little guy. Don't worry about it. Of course you gotta give an old friend a hand. Speaking of which, you're still the exact same as before after all this time. Really? The exact same? Andi hello, Daffy hello. Nanapamin putih. Kuman orang masih aja aku darkies. Okay. The exact same. Well, but I tried so hard for so long. The news seemed to hit Yuhi hard. This is our first time meeting after we left Griffin, right? Alright, Stats can change her name. Goes by Sanya now. Nagan here hasn't changed much. Just like you, still good old Nagan. Us elders gotta respect tradition. You wish you whippersnappers wouldn't get it. And going from Nagant 1985 to Nagant is still a difference. Sure thing, buddy. I'm called Yuhi now. Naman ba di masih ada bukti dipakai? Belum lagi, sabar. Not change schedule time. Not really, just stream whenever I feel like them. Gimana happy nggak punya teman kemarin? Happy. Seemingly still recovering from the shock, Yuhi looks like she's still coming back to her senses. Yuhi's your new name? I'm kinda still unsure how should I voice Nagan. Yuhi's your new name? It sure has a nice ring to it. Yuhi, do you work around here? No, I work at the performance tube. I came here to look for some technical assistance with artificial snow. A performance tube? In need of artificial snow? I guess that's how Sonia is, right? Oh, those lolly. Yes, I put together a doll dance group called Sparkle. The troupe just recently took on a major contract, and Sparkle will be responsible for part of the program. To add a bit of atmosphere, we're looking for some help with artificial snow. As the topic shifts to our field, Yuhi seems to ease up a bit. Wow, sounds impressive. Oh my gosh, all we do is the grunt work to help with city security. Basically no holidays too. We finally got a few days to rest and recover, but the first thing we encounter is a public incident. Whoa. Say, do you think I could get a bonus for overtime? Sure is one hell of a holiday you're having. Aren't you here for the competition? Competition? What competition? Is there an event or something going around here? A holiday event of sorts. with the size of a prize pool to boot. I hear there are rare flowers up for grabs this time. The type that don't wither even if left alone for ages. It's been the talk of the town. How come you haven't heard of this, Yuhi? Well, I suppose I've been rather busy with putting together a dance routine. I didn't have time for much else. Are you guys here to win the cash prize and take home beautiful flowers for a special day? You got help it right. Senior's planning to sell the flowers off instead. Yeah, like the Mamaki niya po yung teman the convention. Enggak dinulit na cingres. Apa lah? Hello, welcome. Enjoy. Old and grey as I am, I have little interest in money. I'm only here to help out the requests of my juniors. Well, I suppose all the funds from the flower sale shall go to me then. I might not be interested in money, but it's never bad to have a bit of money on your hands for the holidays. Wowzers, my good senior. That expression of yours is adorable. Wish I had the camera on hand to capture this. You have! There it is! The camera that's always on your shoulder. God, how many times have I told you not to tease your seniors? Anyway, you're already helping out, so you might as well see it through. Let me help you tie up these loose ends. Yuhi, what do you plan to do with this little guy? I have no idea who owns it, so I suppose you'll have to go to the security management department. Snowing. Looks like its operation logic's well and truly gone out the window. Do you want to see snow too, like me? You bows down, likely tapping at the little robot's head. It struggles defiantly, still bound in place. Is it upset? Why does it feel like this little guy's AI is actually pretty advanced? Let's hope that the management department can get a read on its owner then. A moment, please. A middle-aged man ran towards the trio, waving his hand. He's saying, hello, hello. Weekly duo yung exilium, yaman na. The man that touched Grace Apple, the cross hello, content janay. Thank goodness, I finally found. Ah! The man steps in the foam emitted by the robot, slipping underfoot and leaning backwards till he crashes into a pile of foam. Youts! Youts, that looks like it hurt. Come help if you have the time to babble. Nagan gestures at Sanya and extends a hand to the man on the ground. Are you alright? I'm fine. The man begins to get to his feet with Nagan and Sanya's help, but he stops as he leans on the ground with one hand and looks at the foam on his hand with glee. This feeling. The low temperature was successfully maintained. Fantastic! This isn't too far off from real snow. Snow? Isn't this just foam? Not at all. This is no normal foam. I'm trying to emulate the texture of snow with some special materials, but I must first make sure that its temperature and melting sensation are approximate to actual snow. Its texture is indeed closer to foam in its current stage. But if this simulation is successful, I only need to add a cementing agent and adjust the formula and it will complete in no time. The man wipes at his face happily, observing the half-melted foam in his hand while he's still sitting on the ground. Contemplating the man's face, Yuhi falters for a moment before furrowing her brow and observing carefully. Are you Professor Bowen? Oh yes, you know me? Bigyan apaan? Ini girls front line too. And it's my voice. Yup. Kuya, hello, yung weekly boss. Ako skip ito ma. Auto. I wonder why this Jack could end up on his voice like certainly Baba Nani. I feel hello, Baba Janai. So it's you. I saw a picture of you in the magazine in that interview about artificial snow. I came here to look for you. Oh? A doll with an interest in snow. Nagana extends her hand again and Bowen takes it, standing up. Watch this then. Wala. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. For real, for real. So true, for real, for real. Dang, 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 dang. Dang, 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 dang. Thank you. There's more far up ahead. Be careful. Oh, don't worry. Waving a hand, Bowen proceeds to the robot side, undoing its binding and gently rubbing its head. Allow me to introduce you. This is Lumi, the artificial snow dispersion robot I've been working on. Recently, the programming's gone a bit off, and it often runs around like that, creating trouble. Whether it's compensation or apologies you want, I shall bear responsibility. The programming error will be rectified as soon as possible. Lumi. No wonder why it was going on about snowing and water and whatever. Jeez, I'm so slow. Press the shot sendiri. Kami actually botol Yakult compared to Mama. I'm tall as fuck. Never seen her in RL. I can't compare at the bottle. Nani? Professor Bowen, you really must agree to a request of mine. Yui bows deeply to Bowen. You are? Do you remember the name Yuhi? I sent an email to you a few days ago, looking for the technical support for the guards for Artificial Snow. Email? Oh, I remember now. Sorry, the past days have been busy. I haven't had time to reply yet. It's alright. I came here to talk to you about the matter for similar reason. About what I mentioned in the email. Yeah, I'd like to help you, but we can't see Lumi's current state. It's not the time to commit it to the markets yet. I see. His head droops despondently. Owen frees Lumi from being untangled in the ropes once again. Gwah! But do you mind telling me the details of what you need? Perhaps it could be managed without Lumi. I live nearby. Shall we chat there? I must thank you for stopping Lumi before it really caused a massive problem too. Really? I'd love to. Thank you, Professor Bowen. Can I listen, Professor Bowen? Bong! Nagan gives Senia a good knock on the back of the head. In the sun, I guess that's what a doll being hit in the head sounds like. It just bonk. Ah, but it's a shotgun. Stop going around making trouble for people. Oh, it's no trouble at all. Sorry, but you two are my friends. They helped me to get Lumi under control just then. But Nagan, Senia, weren't you to go into that competition? Well, we should help you get Lumi back first. If it starts acting up again on the way, we can help take care of it. You're not forgetting why we're here, are you? If we were delayed by something else in the course of going to the competition, we'd miss out on the cash and flowers. Think of that holiday of special edition hats you wanted. Holiday special edition hat. Wait, weren't you talking about going to get it just a second ago? I'm just kidding. You're supposed to be serious here after all. You need flowers? I happen to have some flowers at my place. Planted in the front yard. If you need some, take whichever ones you like. As things will help. You mean we can have fresh flowers, not the plastic kind? They're real. Wow, that'd be perfect. So Nagan, let's have Professor home first. Huh? Well, what's the little competition compared to the student safety? You tell me such things pretty often, you know. Okay, let's get moving already. You don't do it again, Gypsenia. After less than 30 minutes on foot, the group arrived at the Bowen's residence, a two-story house with a yard of average size. Nagan, Yuhi, you see? There's so many flowers in that yard. You weren't kidding. Oh, of course. Take whichever you want when you leave later. I remember when I was little. Real flowers were all over the place. But now that is no more, we must make do with the artificial ones. Whenever I think of the children that never got to see plants in their natural forms, I can't help but feel it's such a shame. Yeah. The texture of real petals can't be matched by plastic copies. We make good use of them. It's just that they don't stay in bloom for long. Looks like my resale profits are gonna go down a bit. Kabang! Nagan knocks Senia's head again. Stop thinking of that stuff all the time. Decorative plants are expensive and difficult to find for sale nowadays, no? Why do you plant so many things, Professor? Well, that's a long story. My wife used to be quite fond of flowers and she tried to plant them many times with little success. But I managed to get it right here. Hee. It's thanks to the temperature of the satellite city being so stable though. It's only because the temperature barely changes season to season that these flowers can be in bloom at this time of the year. Come in. Let's not stand around. The group entered the building behind Bowen. Sit whenever you'd like. I'd go get some snacks and drinks. No need. Before he could turn down the offer, Bowen proceeds into the kitchen, but not before putting on the record player next to him on the way. A gentle tune fills the room, and Yuhi cannot stop herself from lightly swaying her body to the rhythm. What a cozy song. Let me see. Dancing Dreams, I think. A rearrangement of a classic piece. What was it called again? Wait, let me have a look. Yeah, that's the name. A rearrangement of the piano piece Rêve d'amour, and it's quite popular as a holiday song these days. How do you know this stuff? It played in the shop I part-time at. Yuhi reads about the piece on her terminal as Nagan and Seinya chatter, taking in the living room's furnishing. Green hala. Soon after, the rich aroma of butter and cinnamon comes drifting forth from the kitchen. Oh, that's butter cookies and cinnamon biscuits. Impressive, being able to tell from the smell alone. I'm pretty familiar with that. What kind of different sweets smell like? I got this from Passion. Have you heard of the place? Passion. Yuhi flips through messages on the phone. That's the place Sarkisian Bay was talking about. It's pretty famous here in Love 1. It's positioned at a shopping street, and there's often people queuing up outside. Don't be shy, eat whatever you like. I bought plenty. Sorry. But is it not to your taste? No, I just do work related to dancing. I need to watch my weight. Well, I guess they can get fat. I swear to God, the logic. Who made these girls being able to get fat? They're robots. Like, at this point, they're just people. I swear. Those can get fat? I mean, yeah, what's the name again? You know, the one that keeps eating. We can't, but the other dancers all control their weight. I want to learn from them and train my mental fortitude for this way. But that one was... Well, I guess he's not fat. So it's just, like, have big boobs and big tights, that's it. I see, what a shame. Bowen places a tray full of cookies on the table. Just as he lets go, Lumi runs over with an immense excitement. Cookie, cookie, passion cookie. Here you go. Don't go throwing it about. Bowen caresses Lumi's shell, picking up a biscuit and placing it on Lumi's round head. That little guy suggest from you? Oh no, I just like to save Lumi's curiosity. Can't actually eat. It's like you to get along real well. You don't treat it like a robot at all, with the way you touch his head so often. Oh, is that so? Lumi is something my late wife left behind. Its existence is special to me. Ah, the lady who loves flowers, right? She's... I'm sorry. It's fine, no need. Bowen smiles bitterly, taking a sip from his teacup. Before doll technology became common, my wife was dedicated to the field of machine learning and led a research team for the integration of AI with robotics. But even after she passed from illness, the program never managed to break past this technological bottleneck. Because of the lack of progress on a technological level, the funds of the program were eventually cut, and things came to an end. Lumi was the first temple my wife created, and the only prototype. Did you give Lumi to continue developing it? My field of research is not the same as my wife's. I've added many functions to Lumi that are my own research. But there's nothing I can do for the AI in it. My work can hardly be called development. To me, its growth is more like little kids. I teach it what I know, bit by bit. Lumi is very important to me. A certain gentleness appears on Professor Bowen's face as he speaks of Lumi and his wife. Yuhi suddenly gets a feeling that she shouldn't interrupt his reminiscence. Regrettably, Senia takes no note of the conversational atmosphere over here, her attention captured by the flowers used in the indoors furnishing. Lumi's AI is pretty impressive though. It was this good back then? Yeah, the security balls from Security Management aren't on the same level at all. It's nothing compared to the dolls of today, but back then, Lumi had a high-performance AI for sure. Just think of it as a product of things now obsolete. I see. Right, I nearly forgot why I was here. Professor, about your artificial snow. Could you tell me why you need this artificial snow? And what you plan to use for it? Why? Mincing her words a little, Yuhi tucks her hands away behind her back, running her index finger together. Me and the others in my dance squad have a performance that's very important to us coming up. I wanted to add some falling snow in the middle of the routine to give it a little oomph. Even since the proliferation of collapse radiation, people haven't had the chance to see new white snow. The fantasy of snow is a key element to our dance's very essence, so I wanted there to be snow at the climax of the routine, even for just a minute. Looks like this is a request I can't say no to. Huh? Yuhi looks at Bowen in surprise. If it's in a smaller radius for a short time, and I can be there for tech support, I think Lumi should be able to manage it. I can use this chance to get another round of experimental data. I'm sure the data gathered in the practical scenario will be valuable. Perfect! Thank you, Professor! Yuhi jumps with joy, a blush spreading across her cheeks. Not so fast. My agreement alone is not enough. It might sound a little silly, but I would like to respect Lumi's wishes. As a doll, I'm truly happy to meet someone who respects and loves machines like you do. So long as you do not mind. Lumi, come here, please. Angie, have a morning. Lumi? I saw it run upstairs with the cookies on its head. Should I help you fetch it? It's alright. I'll go alone. Owen walks upstairs but descends alone 5 minutes later. Sorry, did you really see it go upstairs? I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, I saw it too. Crap, did it run off again? Let's not jump to conclusions. Professor, I take another look inside, and I'll have a look around outside. Sonia and I will help as well. The flowers you gave us are precious, and we can't just take them for free. Wait, I gotta go too? What, are you not coming? Oh, my seniors already agreed, so I must follow in the tracks. Sorry to bother with you this again. Oh, I was just joking earlier. Please don't pay it any mind, Professor. If you make any discoveries, we'll contact you immediately. After leaving Professor Bowen's home, the group returns to the street side. Sorry, excuse me. There are so many people here. Just why is this place so packed? This is the commercial district after all. The place ahead is where you sign up for the competition too. The sign-up area is decked out with special decorations. Whether you plan to participate or not, you should not go take a look. I first ran into Lumi in a populated area too. Would it have... If it really starts running amok, things could get bad. Lumi asked for cinnamon biscuit from Professor earlier. Is there a chance it could have made its way to the dessert shop? The shop happens to be on the street too. How about we split up and check both locations? I'll go to the dessert shop. I promised Sharkysian Bay that I'd take some photos of the shop for her. So it works out for me. I'll be able to scope out the place in a way. I should go with my good senior here to the dessert place. There's too many people around the sign-up area. I'll reduce her efficiency in the search. Senia taps on top of her own head, hitting Yuhi the Nagan short stare that would make her disappear in the crowd. Senia, you're having a dig at me again, aren't you? No way! I'd be more than willing to walk a few extra steps for the dessert shop for the sake of my senior. I suppose I'll believe you. We'll be off, Yuhi. Let's meet back here in 20 minutes. Yeah, see you then. Yuhi temporarily separates from the two, traversing a cramped street and moving towards the sign-up area. Wait, she goes to the sign-up area? I thought she's going to the dessert shop. Huh? See, I'll go to the dessert shop. I promise you this. Then why is... then Senia is like, nah, we'll go to the dessert place. There are too many people in the sign-up area. Right, I get it. The sign-up are situated on the plaza, in front of a building akin to a shopping mall. Alongside the sign-up kiosk is a series of stalls that add to the holiday atmosphere, decorated with flowers and souvenirs in a pleasant manner. Finally here. Felt like I was going to be squished flat. Could Lumi be here? Big brother, there's a little doll dancing on this music box. Do you know what these are called? What name could the toy have? Let's go home. Yuhi looks towards the music box the girl gestured at, a piece of holiday merchandise on display at one of the stalls. Inside the glass shell is a miniature stage with 2 gift boxes. Upon being opened, a stuffed teddy bear and a cute doll of a girl takes the stage, beginning to turn. A doll that dances with a teddy bear. The stage inside is pretty intricate for how small the music box is. Yuhi stares for a moment and the spinning music box, getting lost in it. Dance! Yeah, they dance. Hey, Lumi? At the sound of a familiar voice, Yui spins on a dime to find Lumi only a few spaces away from her, with a few people between them. Dance, dance, snowing, snowing. Excuse me. Sorry, I really need to get through. Don't run, Lumi. Snow, 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 snow. Tries he might to get through the crowd of people. Lumi still slips through her fingertips while pirouetting. It's like the teddy bear inside the music box, but spewing up white foam all the while. Whoa, what's all this wet stuff? Whose robot is this? Don't just let it run around. Oh, stop spewing that stuff already. Snowing, big snow. Lumi injects a massive quantity of foam and the people packed onto the space begin to jostle and shove. What is that? Don't get it on me. The hell is that white stuff? Stay away. It's coming all over. Sorry, I'm sorry, that's my... Please excuse me, thank you. Executing a perfect series of maneuvers, Yui manages to pin Lumi to the ground without injuring anyone nearby. Before the security robots could notice and arrest Lumi, Yui manages to make her way out of the crowd still covered in foam. For the sake of keeping their clothes clean, the passerbys manage to clear a path. Keep a proper eye on your robots for the love of... I'm really sorry. Criminal, criminal. Snowing, snowing. No snowing. Just hold on for a second, Lumi. Right, I still contact Nagan and Senya. Yui immediately produces her terminal, calling Nagan. Nagan, Senya, I found Lumi. This quickly? We're not even at the dessert shop. I've sent you my location. Come quickly, I'm afraid to... Snow. Run. What? What happened? Are you alright, Yui? It ran away again. I lost my grip just for a moment. How is it so good at running? Does it have some marathon runner's data ingrained into its AI? Feels like things are getting more complicated. Well, this is just part of looking for Lumi. Think of your flowers and stop complaining already. Come, let's go to where Yui is. Hello. The trio chased Lumi across three entire districts, but failed to catch the nimble little robot, only managing to tire themselves out in the process. Damn it, it's too good at running. Let it go. Naga, did you see it to go toward... Fixes, eh? Yui immediately pivots at the sound. Before she can react, Lumi spews out a stream of foam. Her vision mode's feed is immediately filled with white, obscuring her vision completely. I can't see! Stupid Stubby! Stop running! Stupid Stubby. Senya, it's going to your direction! Stop it! Man, I'm beat. It's just too fast. Senya blocks Lumi's path of escape. The latter quickly adjusts, squirming underneath the nearby stall's table. It runs into the table's leg, shaking and disturbing the wares for sale on it. Nothing makes it over in time, stabilizing the structure. Oi! You got eyes or not? Watch it! Alright, hello. Sorry, boss. Seniors, go quickly, we can't lose it again. There's enough people over there to make up a wall. So you got any gadgets over your pocket that can make me fly? Do you have one of those hats with a propeller on them that can make people fly in your collection? Doraemon kayo. That kind you think doesn't exist. I wouldn't have it on even if it did. Hand on her head, Nagan manages to get out of the massive crowd with some effort. Just as she moves to continue the pursuit, she finds herself on a pedestrian crossing in the middle of the road. Nagan, look out! The lights are red! Huh? Oh shit! The car blasts by, almost blowing Nagan's head off her head with the wind in his wake. You got a damn wish, mother flipper! Starting time today, yours. Sorry. Nagan apologizes, moving back to the side of the crossing. Yui and Senya makes their way over. This is bad. The little guy's nowhere to be found. Nagan, did you see where Lumi ran? I didn't see, sorry. The foam trail's gone too. This is bad. The set is so big, it's going to be impossible to pin it down. Well, I'm sure there's another way. Let me think. Hey, isn't there a camera over there? How about we hack into the city's CCTV and see if it's called Lumi? What are you thinking? That's illegal! Well, our circumstances are unique. As long as we're careful and don't get caught, we'll be fine. No, it won't. How can a law enforcement officer like you know the laws and still break them? But you're not doing anything bad with the CCTV. As long as we don't get caught, no one will know we have accessed those systems. If no one knows, then we really ever been dead at all. Senia is crazy. No means no. No more of your delusions. But if we just let Lumi roam the streets, it might cause even more trouble. Isn't just letting it be a dereliction of duty? Well, it's not like I mind. Easier to do nothing. Nagan first, her bro. Think of the action movies. In order to defeat evil, the protagonist must step into the shadows, pitch black as they may be, right? I suppose that's how it goes, but... well, certain someone has been famed city. Yui's already on the move. Yui Nut's already working on a hacking program. I filtered a series of suitable injection modes. I'm willing to try anything that can help us find Lumi. If the security system catches us, then I'll just hack the security system too. Why is she so scary all of a sudden? I think she's feeling the desire to fight, my good senior. Well, since we're here already, we might as well help. I mean supervise her. We can't be using the CCTV for anything other than finding Lumi. Alright, come on, Grandma, let's get a move on. Sup, Grandma? I said hello. She isn't old though. Inside level 2. I have access to the CCTV system. Good work. Sonia, you have looked for Lumi. I'll keep an eye on the security, we need to be careful. Even more work? Please remember to pay me for overtime. And see if I can afford to. Keep all the money from reselling the flowers, really insist. No, I was just kidding. Yet more of this goody two shoes attitude. Unbelievable. What are you supposed to do with what this? Everyone, I found something. You found Lumi? No, just some videos of Lumi from a few days ago by the looks of it. Can I have a look? Of course. Sonia begins to individually inspect the files sent over to Yuhi. Look here, that's Lumi hanging around the sign-up area in the commercial district, right? Just doing donuts there. It's shown up there several times too. She is running with fellow Grandma Chateau. What a strange system error to have. Nothing's out of the question when it's an error, I suppose. It's going to bother those pedestrian skins. Look at this, the foam on those lawns over there too. That ought to be Lumi's work. The professor probably spent a pretty penny paying off fines for his sake. Oh, Dad really loves his kid, huh? But why does it move in a pattern like this? He goes through the possibilities with a hand on the chin. Before she can come to any conclusion, Nagan's warning arrives. Security's onto us! Yeah, it's no good without some proper espionage tools. Espionage? That's the first thing you think of? You really... Please, is it really time to berate me for this? Think of something quickly, or we're going to be busted. Squid is broken, is about to find us. Yeah, have you found Lumi? 2 more files left to check. I'll be done in just a moment. There, Lumi's last location, an abandoned building in Zone E3. Alright, let's get out of here quickly. The moment before the security program raises the alarm, the 3 cut off their connection, making a clean getaway. I need water. Water. BRT getting water. Ending off 9 security programs and climbing abandoned buildings at this advanced age of mine? My goodness. Didn't you say it was good to get timber once in a while? Yeah, in appropriate amounts, but not to this extent. Yeah, are you sure Lumi isn't here? Yeah, its last appearance was entering this place. With no records of it leaving, I think the chances that it's still here are good. The building's construction seems to have been cut off right after its roof was erected. Unfurnished windows adorned with molded concrete walls like black holes, and structures reinforcing iron framework is visible in countless places. I see some traces of the farm. This should be the place. Who knows where Lumi is hiding? This building is more than a dozen floors. We just have to go floor by floor. These stairs are the only serviceable ones here. If Lumi hasn't left the building, we'll be able to find it. Does the professor know this? I sent him the coordinates just a few moments ago. He said he'll be here soon. Let's move on the floor. There's nothing here. Wait, over there, there's stairs. Is that Lumi? Snowing. Lumi leaps at the entry to the stairway, running upwards after Nagan looks over. Stop right there! Nagan gives chase. Lumi runs away, spewing foam up on the stairs as it moves. Oh no. Damn, Stabby, I'm gonna catch you! Ah, look out underneath you! Huh? Underneath? Why am I off the ground? Why am I off the ground? Wah! Sleeping on the bubbles, Nagan tumbles down the stairway. Yui immediately approaches, helping Nagan up. Thanks. Are you alright, Nagan? I'm not young like you lot are. But it's just a flight of stairs, I don't break that easily. Nagan touches her own head, likely giving her head a pat and making sure it's still on her head and exhaling a sigh of relief. Jeez, be careful. I really must be old. Can't even afford a trap set by a little kid. If you go by when the systems are created, Lumi might actually be older than you. I mean mental age. Mental age! I can't help but worry a little. Nagan, are you really okay? My friend's fine. Look, all of my limbs are perfectly good. Nagan stands up, flexing her body and hoping on the spot. So long as he still has her hat, she'll be alright. Come on, let's go catch this nasty little kid that doesn't respect their elders. The trio carefully moves upstairs, following Lumi to the abandoned building's roof. Snowing. Lumi walks in circles across the empty space, quickly running towards the edge of the site, at the sight of Yuhi. Lumi, no more of this nonsense. The professor's been worried, looking for you all over. Come back home with us. Snowing. Lumi ignores Yuhi, edging ever closer to the edge as it spins. Lumi's edging! Without any safety railings in place at the top level of this abandoned building, Lumi is only a few steps away from falling off the edge. Come back! It's dangerous! We're on the 12th floor! What to do? Okay, we need to draft up a rescue plan and ensure Lumi's safety. A rescue plan? I don't think we need to railroad ourselves like that. It's easy enough to get to come over here. What's that head of yours come out with? Well, Lumi's a little cute at the end of the day. All we need is something that it's interested in to lure it over. Then what is Lumi interested in? Candy? Toys? I think that's about it for kids. For what kids are attracted by. Those things are a bit too mundane, aren't they? Lumi isn't a real little kid after all. A robot's new batteries, machine maintenance membership. Those are just your favorites. What do you think Lumi likes then? Nagan thinks for a moment, seemingly coming to a conclusion. She confidently takes the frontmost position, putting her hands on her hips. Come back, Lumi. If you listen like a good kid, I'll go buy a nice hat for you. Fucking dumbass. Lumi cares not for Nagan's pleas. The air almost freezes solid in silence dominance for a moment. Lumi is not you. Why would it be interested in hats? Then I'll go in this. Nagan makes a weird face at Lumi. Nagan only manages to scare Lumi, who moves yet closer to the edge. That's no good. Let me handle this. Senior ravages through her pocket, pulling out a piece of candy in the shape of a diamond on the ring. She waves it around in front of Lumi. Shiny, shiny. Lumi takes a few steps away from the edge, interested. There we go. See? Of course little kids like shiny things. That's certainly one way to put it. Kids aren't dragons sleeping on piles of gold. Clear enough. No, it stopped again. Senior takes the ring again, but Lumi is unswayed, returning to the roof's edge. Huh? It doesn't work anymore? Of course you have no experience dealing with children, young as you are. Watch me. Yeah. Nagan begins a series of strange movements, crossing her arms in front of her chest. The hero of justice, Super Galaxy Man. Lumi stares at Nagan, tilting its head. Hey, what are you doing? I'm doing Galaxy Man's routine. Don't kids like those kind of show? Why are they being so silly? You're the only one here who's a fan of that old free war stuff here. See, Lumi isn't interested at all. It's okay, I've got one more trick up my sleeve. Here, the Earth Defense Squad's badge. Nagan produces a pin in the shape of a star, raising it up to her head. The paint's falling off that thing. Where the hell did you get it? The thrift store. The thrift store. Is that so? Never mind where I get it from. No little kid can resist superhero merch. Come on, Lumi, get over here. This awesome badge is waiting for you. Star. Lumi moves a few steps towards the tree, but he quickly loses interest, returning to his previous position. Another failure. It can't be. What kind of kid doesn't like superhero stuff? There's no rule saying that has to be the case, right? Well, Lunati is more direct methods then. It's just crap for me. Naga knows in those stunning stance. Just before she sets up, Yuhi terminal begins to ring. Music present. Lumi approaches again, far more interested than before. Hold on, Lumi's coming over again. Oh? Is it because of Yuhi's ringtone? That's the track of the professor was playing on the final player back in his house, right? Yeah, that's mine. I thought it was a nice tune, so I set it as my ringtone. Ah, a call from Sarkison Bay. Don't answer it just yet. Look at Lumi. Lumi stops in the step as it hears the music. It quiets down, gradually beginning to spin on the spot. What's it doing? I can't be sure, but I feel like it's almost dancing. That can't be right. That can't be it, right? I don't have any newer records of a type of dance that's just spinning around. But look, it's spinning exactly to the beat. That's the case. I'm sorry, Sarki-san. Sarki is being put on hold because he needs the ringtone. I guess by terminal they just mean phones. To keep the music playing, Yuhi declines the call, picking up where the ringtone left off her terminal. The gentle tune draws to me in even further, like a child in a lovely dream. Oh, the decline. Yuhi slowly moves backwards with the terminal in hand. Lumi follows and it spins, leaving the roof's edge. No! As Lumi is distracted by the music, Nagan and Senia flank it on both sides, producing a rope from her back. Nagan quickly hog-ties Lumi. Phew, thank goodness I brought the rope just in case. This'll only work for a little bit, right? A kid's tantrum after waking up amplifies in normal temper, you know. This I yipped up once too. We need to make sure that Lumi won't go out of control again. Then the only thing we can do is to get control permission to Lumi right now. My goodness, am I really on holiday here? 10 times the normal overtime rate would not cover the effort I've put in today. Yuhi and Seni rush to Nagan's side. Despite her very vocal complaints, Seni quickly joins the others in level 2, accessing Lumi's system. Shattered pieces of data drifts to level 2. Yuhi extends his hand to touch on such piece, but to no avail. The data fragment passes through Yuhi, meandering into the distance. The ground beneath them, made of coagulated data, begins to fade and ebb. All fluttering and fluffy, just like snow. Is this Lumi's world? Level 2s aren't usually like this at all. I said it comes down to Lumi's model. System and ports being so old, they're causing compatibility with dolls. Our environment here is becoming unstable too. Yeah, we'd better find Lumi's logic hub and grab the control permissions. Staying here for an extended period might be dangerous. He is right, my senses are tingling. Everyone, over there on the right. Are those weird-shaped things approaching us? The group looks in the direction Nagan indicates. Behind the shining stream of electricity, information fragments congregate, forming dangerous shapes. Where'd they come from? There's so many! Judging by the shape, they might be virus. Only viruses can produce such massive blobs of error data. They're not viruses, look over there! Nagan looks over to see data fragments assembling to become new enemies. These enemies are all converted from normal data, and we happen to be in the case area in Lumi's system. I get it, it's data overflow. Yes, the fragments are all legitimate data in and out of itself, but because of the sheer size and data destruction algorithms, they're taking up a lot of case. Judging by the current circumstances, these chunks of data are reflowing into Lumi's operational space. Odds are those pieces of data are the reason Lumi is going out of control. Senior draws a weapon with a flourish, firing 2 shots towards the enemies from the streams of data. The shredded fragments spray in countless directions. That was not the sound of 2 shots. Hearing an explanation, Negan slaps her own forehead. Oh yeah, that's it! I mean, of course a young should be knowledgeable about these things. Good. Behind you! Ah, don't just touch my head willy-nilly. Negan destroys the enemy with a single punch. Holy crap. The data fragments fly in all directions, scattered in an instant. Nice swing there. I'm not a veteran name only. Mech Negan, they're reassembling themselves. What? Negan takes a brisk few steps backwards. The data fragments reconvene, forming a cube. The two face off for a dozen seconds, but the cube does not express any desire to attack. Is it not an enemy? This cube's kind of familiar, is it? It's a gift box, right? It's shaped like one. The bow tie on top is mimicking a packaging ribbon, right? It was attacking us just a second ago. Why it's forming gift box now? Is Lumi trying to tell us something? Who knows? With so much erroneous data here, it's impossible to predict how Lumi will react. There might be something inside the box. Let me have a look. Wait, Yuhi, don't touch it just yet. Yuhi reaches for the box. The moment she makes contact, a gap appears on top of the box. A holographic projection soon appears. Wow! Yuhi kawaii, unlike Nani. It depicts a lively woman. Pushing a door wide open, she runs towards the husband, who walks in her direction, hugging him tightly. I did it, Bone! A prototype! I got a prototype! Rainy turns around to shake the camera holder's hand, waving at her husband. A stubby robot foot can be seen. The seams of its metallic plates join with new shining bolts. Can say hello, Lumi? The camera angle begins to shift and move, accompanied by the sound of mechanical motors as the surroundings come into view. It can only make a few simple sounds now, but I'll be sure the future of AI. Professor Bowen, you'll have to redouble your efforts on your research project. Imigyan hawan dia hawa morning. The somewhat blurry video takes in the environment and the happily smiling couple. Honor info updated. Rainy Candela, Bowen Candela. The video cuts off. The gift box splits into pieces, scattering to the wind and mixing into the surrounding streams of data. I stopped playing this game. Is it good? Pretty good. Kimi can have a so dumb but hinani. Was that man Professor Bowen? And the woman ought to be his wife. Her name's Renee. Most likely, but these video's files should be within a storage drive. It's all mixed up in the case, so it follows that Lumi's data processing has gone wrong somewhere. If we can solve the data overflow problem, Lumi might be able to go back to normal. Yeah, but I'm a little curious why these data fragments turn into gift box. Look, there's more ahead. The fragments are coalescing again. Huh? Another box? Extra hello. The dumb messy can't be stopped. Nani? Yuya approaches the newly formed gift box. This is the second time now. I can't help but feel there's some kind of meaning to this. Hard to guess what the silly kid is thinking. Might as well see what's inside this time. Yui touches the box's surface. A projection appears just like before. The image this time is much clearer. The room's lights are off. Moonlight spills in from the outside, exceptionally bright in the darkness. Renee sits in a rocking chair by the window, with Bowen at her side. The unknown amount of time that had passed left its mark on them, be it shallow or deep. Renee appears a little more sickly than before. Sorry, work tied me up a little. Sorry for being late. I brought some flowers. I handed some work over to my assistant. From tomorrow on, I should have a lot more free time. Renee accepts the bouquet with a smile. The white flowers inside the kitten, the patches of pure white snow. I know you've been busy. It's alright. Has the project been progressing as normal? Naturally. Artificial snow has been established and is now seeking investment. Then the project's full realization. It might still need some time, but there's hope now. I really do miss it. The snow we had when we were little. Do you think we'll be able to see it again? Hey, welcome! Let's say! I'm doing commission, I'm not. Well, I am accepting commission. Please order. Salamat malamat siya. I enjoyed reading to you in English while listening to your kid voice. Thank you. Welcome. いらっしゃい。今は、私は、イベントストーリー読むです。ボイスアクト。声優になります。Of course. We'll have pure white snow from the sky again. You, me, Lumi, and everyone else will be able to have this blessing from the sky. It'll be my gift to you. At the sound of its own name, the holder of the camera wobbles a little. Snowing, snowing. Mechanically repeating the word, it approaches the couple a little. Bowen, the me and the snow were both of my wishes. But it looks like I will have to leave it to you to fulfill them. Bowen crouches, taking his wife's hand and gently kissing it. There was a time my research went unnoticed by everyone, except you. Only you would discuss it with me deep into the night. From the moment I asked for your hand, your wishes has been mine as well. I only wish that this program could move along faster, just a little bit. The camera turns towards the window. The moon had already sequestered itself behind the clouds, and even the stars are difficult to perceive. Beep beep boop boop. Amazing voice acting, great! Arigato! The voices grow muffled. The images flash a few times before the projection cuts off again. No! Wife died! So, the snow and Lumi were both Rene's wishes. He hasn't stopped in all those years, even after Rene's passing. No wonder Lumi is so important to him. You didn't realize this was filmed a long time ago, right? Yeah. The professor looks way younger than he is now. I've got a good guess. When Lumi was built, the technology wasn't as developed. In order to allow itself to learn by itself, Rene said it to intake information as frequently as possible. Unfortunately, the filtering and selection of the intake seems to be flawed. So, It cannot adjust for itself which information should be retained and which should be deleted. Yeah, and the professor's field of study is different. Chances are, he doesn't dare to modify Lumi's programming without a very good reason. Cell would never have figured out that the problems are caused by this internal conflict. Oh, that's why he wanted Commander to do the neural sorting thingy. So he doesn't wanna go haywire. Also, Jake's so welcome. A devil commission something, think of something creative. Nice. Be voice actress. I'm not that good. Pet. That would make sense. The professor has been loading Lumi with more and more information these years too. If its ability to organize and tidy up data is far lesser than its intake, the system's operational capacity is bound to be taken up. It follows that Lumi keeps having failures even after repairs each time. I think you're good, V. Thank you. I'm still confused about one thing though. Just now, these projections have appeared via form of gift boxes. Once would be written off as a coincidence, but there are countless forms that gathering data logically takes. The odds are just too low. There must be some deeper logic. Could it be that there's a gift Lumi wants? So if we give the correct gift to Lumi, like we're appeasing a child, the problem might go away. Do we really need to go down that rabbit hole, my good senior? The data overflow here is pretty severe. The entirety of level 2 is messed up, and we can't predict its action using normal logic. Yeah, our priority are still to continue towards the control center and acquire the control permission. Then the professor can run some checks, and maybe then we'll have the answers. Control center is right up ahead. It's just way too quiet here. I haven't heard a peep of anything. And the defense system are quiet too. These data overflow enemies from before haven't appeared again either. There might be an ambush. I'm done saying those things. There really was... Nagan, Senia over to the right! Oh no! Beep beep boop boop. Oh my god, he's huge. Senia is interrupted by Yuhi. A hulking beast comes into the purview of her vision model. The great machine spins in place. Senia's attention is pulled to the giant gift box floating above its head. A crowd of smaller defense bots gathered around the massive beast. I knew it would turn out like this. Is what she said. It's so tall. Judging by the vision model feedback, it should be around 5 meters tall. I can't help but feel it looks familiar. The way it turns about too. Would this thing be Lumi? There are some similarities, but only a few. Maybe the corrupted data is influencing things. Why would Lumi appear in its own level 2 though? This should be the form of the system firewall takes. The gift box then should be the system core. Lumi protecting the gift is in reality the firewall protecting the system core. What is it with the gift boxes? Yeah, he's probably right about this one. See, young'un, better to slow down a little sometimes. Yes, I understand. With the gift boxes, there's some sort of hints from Lumi. Then what it's really trying to get across? Everything it does is completely devoid of logic. There's nothing to be deduced here. We can ponder that after the controls are ours. We should think about how to get past this firewall first. Beside the trio closed the distance. Before the trio closed the distance, the massive Lumi suddenly stopped spinning. Countless data fragments emerged, flying towards it. Lumi's body becomes even larger, affected by the fragments. That's also what she said. What? Damn it! Our presence here must be making the system errors more severe. We can't let this continue. Our Lumi's original base code will be influenced as well. Senior, Yuhi, let's go! Yeah, we'll deal with the defense bots first, and then focus on Lumi. Naga nods, and the three approach the defense systems together. Bam, 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 proceed. Commence battle. Rene looks even weaker than before. The veins upon her shriveled arms pop outwards, with the jarring intravenous lines connected to it. Rene struggles to keep her eyes open. Her exhalations forming a thin layer of mist on the mask as she wears. I need drink. Too much talking. Mouth dry. Drink needed. A television in front of her plays a dated recording. In the recording, a girl places a hand on a young gentleman's waist, and the two proceed towards the dance floor. Lumi. The camera moves close to Rene and the sun. A shriveled hand slowly reaches over. I'm sorry. The project will have to continue without me. In moments now, the recording draws Rene's attention. She fails to continue her sentence. In the television, she moves to the music with Bowen, still young and lively. A flower of full bloom rests upon her breast. To the tune of Dancing Dreams, the swaying hems of Rene's dress form lilting green waves in the air. That year, the man who knew only research. At the winter ball, he asked me for his first dance with a red face. Lumi, if it were possible, I really would like to have one more dance with him. To watch the first snow fall, to see the whites all around, even for just a few seconds. Data log. Not so long ago, the defense machines destroyed by Yuhi and the others had formed a new gift box. Its contents revealed themselves to them upon a touch. The video recording ends. The gift box turns into fragments, flying towards the giant Lumi. Yuhi redirects all of her computational power, going over the information she collected. Gift is now dancing. I got it. I understand it all now. She understands it now. Yuhi's voice attracts Nagan's attention. Yuhi, have you found anything yet? Yeah. We're putting too much thought into it. The gift box doesn't mean that it wants a present. All of this data might not even be unclear clutter, but something that Lumi treasures as a gift. To it, every day spent with the professor and his wife were a present. So, just kept taking in more and more information until the systems failed? That's not all of it. That's not all it is. All of Lumi's operational logic is in the recordings. It isn't spinning around for no reason, nor is it a prank. Lumi, don't just stand there and talk, look at it! Snowing. Lumi raises its arms stiffly, spewing up a slurry of data fragments. It falls upon the tree like dancing the tree like descending snow beginning to bury them. It can snow in level 2? Is there a way to need to make it stop? What? Vertically disadvantaged. That's one way to call someone short. Vertically disadvantaged. New way to call someone short, guys. Vertically disadvantaged. Nagan is soon buried by the avalanche-like data. Wait, you're right, Nani. Only her arms remain visible, grasping at the air. Hey, my good senior, see the height of your flaws now? Blah! Senior grabs Nagan's hand, pulling her up with some effort. To be treated like a cat by my junior at this age. Lawbreaker, lawbreaker. Snowing. Ethel is vertically disadvantaged. Nani! It's very horizontally disadvantaged though. The overflow is getting worse. We need to make it stop. What can we... I know. Music, dancing dreams. Senior, help me pull it up, please. Okie dokie. Make sure you pay the fee. Hurry up. Soon after, level 2 is filled with beautiful music. As the track begins to play, Lumi's data being space slows down. Now, wing, the dance, give. Oh, it's working! Lumi seems to remember this. What's next? A more direct approach? Sanya towards the weapon in her hand, but Yuhi shakes her head. No! It might stimulate Lumi's already unstable systems more and cause a total breakdown. We need it to release its control permissions by itself. Get it to do that of its own volition? What do we do? I want to give Lumi a present. Please help me. Yuhi picks out the passage of a neural record. The scene when Professor Bowen mentioned Lumi in his home, while the scent of butter cookies drifted through the air. Lumi is something my late wife left behind. The existence is special to me. To me, its growth is more like a little kid's. I teach it what I know, bit by bit. Lumi is very important to me. That bit work? I don't know, but we have to try. Let me help. Please help me out. With Nagan and Senia's assistance, the neural records are packaged as a data fragment. Shining with electrical light, the fragment is placed in a virtual gift box and delivered to the massive Lumi. Please messed up, Lumi. Please accept this gift of ours. Please messed up, Lumi. I'm sure you can feel the professor and his wife's unspoken wishes, the thing it's most familiar with. As the music ends, the giant Lumi completely settles down. The data within the tiny little box enters the massive gift box above Lumi. Not long after, the gift box is protected so desperately cracks, with countless data fragments bleeding outwards. The larger fragments crackle again, turning into drifting snow, proliferating through the unkempt level 2. Is something wrong with my fashion module? Is there a projection of these fragments in the air? The fashion models aren't that old yet. Those are the records of Lumi's wife, the professor, and his wife up there. Don't take the opportunity to mock me. Dagan puts a hand on Senia's shoulder, but her attention is soon pulled away by the blurry image upon the fragment. On the bright and pleasant afternoon, Professor Bowen takes his wife's hand, strolling along a small garden path. In the living room's gentle light, Renee and Professor Bowen together inspect Lumi's frame. Bathed in moonlight, Renee turns about to call out to two figures, one large and one small. It looks like Yumi really was fond of those two. The fragments are gone. This place looks like it's going back to normal too. The Miss accepted it. It's releasing its control rights. Yep, I've already got the permissions. Currently removing the firewall's quarantine program. We're about 15 seconds out from having the permission in full. Lumi won't be moving about randomly after this. Good work. Let's head out and take a closer look at Lumi. When they get out, Lumi's dead. Imot, hello. After the quarantine program's deactivation, Nugget and Senia take their leave. Yui takes one more look at the images upon the data fragments before cutting off her connection too. It's finally over. Lumi won't go rogue again, right? I don't think my old bones can handle being put through the ringer like that again. Most likely not. I restarted Lumi after getting the permissions, and the overflowing data in this case should have been cleared out by now. There won't be any abnormalities in the short term, but if the algorithms aren't improved, as time goes on, there might be an overflow again, though that'll be none of our business. We really had to put in way too much effort for those flowers the professor promised us. What a terrible deal! No, we're not done yet. Yuki walks towards the steel-bound Lumi, gently undoing the ropes. Might go off again. It's better to leave it untied, no? Why didn't you kill the meat, Timothy? Help us, Nani. It should be fine, right? Yui pets Lumi's round head. Free of restraints, Lumi begins to slowly spin again. Ah, why is it doing that again? It's alright. Lumi just wants to tell the professor about the wishes Raina left with it at the time of year where there should be snow. That's the holiday present it wanted to gift to the professor and the late Rene. So, that's what it was? Why does it keep running away though? Because it saw a doll dancing inside a music box. Huh? You too. Look at this first. Yui sends the video contents of the last gift box to Naganta and Senia. Lumi isn't loaded with any knowledge relevant to dancing, so as far as it knows, that little doll's dancing might very well be the same thing as the professor dancing with his wife in that recording. Perhaps because it caused a similar scene, Lumi assessed those records sitting inside the system. It wants to tell the professor about his wife's final wishes, but also wants to give the bits and pieces it's collected over the years to the professor who has been missing his wife as a gift. But it cannot accurately express itself because of system errors, and thus often falls into confusion, inadvertently causing trouble. So, it's been spinning around like that because it's imitating the doll it saw. That's how it wanted to tell the professor? Sanya gestured at Lumi, still spinning in circles. Maybe, yeah. That's what dancing means. To speak for those who cannot. To help those who cannot hear feel. To entrust stories to those who are watching. Cannot help you get mentally too short equally proportionally. Is its AI really that advanced? You don't just concern yourself with those things at a time like this, you stupid rat. He stares at me for a moment, suddenly raising her head and balling her hands into fists. I'm going to help it. Wait, what? You're going to help it dance for the professor? I don't imagine that will be easy. It'll be hard for anyone to glean anything at all from the spinning. And there's no way you'll be able to sync your dancing stuff with it. Its ports are outdated and we just messed with its systems real good. It's impressive it's not having a breakdown. What do we do then? How about you just show the professor the footage you got, Yuhi? That won't do. He shakes her head vigorously. Lumi must express its wishes to the professor on its own. Let me think. Since there are no robotic shortcuts we can take, let's use a more human approach. Yui temporarily stops Lumi in his tracks. Nga! Hold on, I'll help you. Do as I do. Remember this well. Recalling the dance moves he saw in the projection, Yui begins to play that music again. She begins with a starting pose, progressing into an elegant dance routine. Her dainty figure's flowing contours make up a familiar sight to Lumi, whose full attention is now drawn to Yuhi. Oh, diajarin! Gradually, Lumi begins to move as well. It fully concentrates on imitating Yuhi's movement, clumsily extending its arms. Even with the steps simplified, Lumi moves nothing like Yuhi. I can at least tell it's supposed to be dancing. That's a pretty good start for Lumi. Found you! Balan's voice comes from behind the tree. He comes to a stop, doubled over with hands on his knees, catching his breath. At his age, climbing up these stairs probably took considerable effort. Rather than exhaustion, though, his countenance was full of surprise and sentiment. Without a single word spoken, the music and dance take him back to the ball that year. Lumi clumsily turns about, occasionally spewing out beams of foam as if having errors. Some of it falls upon Bowen's glasses. He takes them off. Blurry as the surroundings might be to him, he sees clearly the figure of his late wife, clad in formal dress, with an arm wrapped around Lumi. Aww, she extends a hand towards him. Thank you for coming. The couple's romanticism of their youth had been long buried, but never melted away like the falling snow. Dancing, snowing. Lumi runs over at the sight of Bowen. It likely bumps into his leg, pulling him out of his trip down memory lane. Oh, this wild! I never understood. Bowen leans down, grasping Lumi's front limbs, dancing to that familiar tunes. Lumi spins rhythmically, activating its snow dispersion apparatus, spreading frosty snow through the abandoned building. Cute! Dance with its papa! Last one. The Satellite City Pride 1's Convention Center open-air amphitheater on a clear evening. The sky grows darker and darker, but the city's convention center only becomes more lively. Proceeding backstage with VIP passes, Nagant and Senia find Yuhi in the middle of placing the finishing touches on the performance with Lumi and Professor Bowen. Yuhi, we're here. Ah, the professor's here too. Are the preparations for the upcoming performance complete? I'm finished with adjusting the equipment. Yep, everything's in place. I'm feeling good today. I won't disappoint anyone. I'm alright. Happy holidays, everyone. Yuhi produces the basket as she speaks. scattering the multicolored petals inside through the air. Ah, don't just scare people like that. That's something we're going to bring out on stage. You guys get a sneak peek? Happy holidays! Thank you for inviting us to the show. I hear the tickets were rather difficult to get. The gimmick of the artifice is now put in a lot of audience. I hear that the idea came from that senior of yours. That if the chance ever arises, please do introduce us to that business genius. Ah, do you mean Sharky Senbei? She was originally going to come as well, but stuff came up at the cafe she works at. Ah yeah, stuff like having to pick up the commander with helicopter and having to mow down a bunch of soldiers with said helicopter. Yeah, you know, just usual cafe idol stuff, you know. But check this out! And he spins around happily. Sharky Senbei gave me this bow tie on the back of my dress. Oh whoa, look, that looks amazing. Does everyone who knows how to dance or sing also do handicrafts? Not only is she good at crafts, she's also makeup whiz. When I met you guys, before I did rather, I was talking to her on the phone. Let me cause some trouble, so I hung up. I thought she would be angry. But after I told her about the circumstances, she complimented me instead. So, she's a competent senior too. I really must speak to her if the circumstances allow. Excuse me, Sharky? Really? Damn. I mean, she's a sweet girl and all, but damn. Right, Professor, how's Louis been? Any further incidents? After your lot described the cause, I ran some more checks on the central systems and spoke to a friend in the field. There shouldn't be any further issues. Gargling. After things are stable, could Lumi's original be put into production next? That's still a way off. After this performance is over, I'll still be deleting the overflowing data in Lumi again and decompiling the source code. What a shame. That's technology Rennie left behind. Bowen smiles and nods, turning to the silent Lumi at his side. A shame indeed, but keeping Lumi in good operating order is most important. I know Rennie's wishes now anyways. She'll always be by my side, like Lumi. I'll have no regrets. Yuhi nods at the backstage staff. As the backstage staff begin to call for the dancers to get into position. Ah, sorry, it's about time. I need to go prepare for the show with Lumi and the professor. And tickets are for the VIPs and the VIPs. Get ready to catch every mesmerizing move of Lumi's performance up close. Lumi's going to be performing on top of her fighting the snow? Yeah, after that experience of ours, I had a change of mind in regards to the routine. So I made some changes. I asked the professor to help me train Lumi too. Just sit and watch. Will be off then? Alright, we'll cheer for you. Leaving Yuhi to her business, Nakat and Senia returned to the audience seating area, finding the spots. Wow, VIP indeed, what a few! Yeah, I don't have to stand on my tippy toes to see the whole amphitheater. Not bad at all. Eh? What's going on? I saw black all of a sudden. Did they turn off the lights? No, they haven't. Could your vision mode really be getting that off? But I had them checked a few days ago. This shouldn't be the case at all. A procedural failure then. I think permanent loss of vision might be the cards. I mean, you can't just change the frame, bro. No way, right? I've never heard of that happening to a doll. Help me, Senia. Just kidding, I'll stop messing with you. Senia chuckles mischievously, taking Nagan's hat off the top of her head. Senia! Gritting her teeth, Nagan begins to reach for Senia's collar. The letter immediately passes over the hat in her hand. Made out of felt, the hat's celebratory colors are adorned with little flowers of yarn. This is the limited edition hat you always wanted. I bought it as a holiday gift. But it's expensive, isn't it? About as much as the flowers the professor gave us were worth, right? Yeah, all of the money from the sales went into this hat. You were hesitating, so I went and bought it for you. Ah, money's just money. We can always make some more. But we miss this hat and it's gone forever. Senia is like that, huh? So cute. She's all about money, but money's money, just money. Thanks. No need to thank me. Just mark me for extra overtime pay in the future. I feel like that's a failure. My junior beats me to giving a gift. When the show's end, I'm going to go pick out a proper present for you too. I'll be waiting then. As they chatter, the lights in the venue converge on the stage. The elevator in the middle gradually rises, and Yuhi takes the stage first with a basket of flowers. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Before we get started, we have a few little presents for everyone. Make sure you catch them. Everyone, happy holidays! He snaps her fingers, sending many red drones flying through the venue, strewing candy and flowers petals towards the audience. Yup! Nitangkap. Nagan leaps upwards, easily claiming a peck. I don't like candy at all. Why are you going for those? It's all in the holiday spirit. Take this, the show's about to start. Stuffing the candy into Senia's hands, Nagan looks towards the stage with excitement. As the candy pulls the audience's attention, a cart full of flowers slowly rises to the middle of the stage. Wait, Lumi is that big? What the hell? I thought it's just small. It looks so big. Now then, enjoy! Introducing today's special guest, a new artificial snow platform, Lumi! Adorned with bouquet, Lumi stands upon the cart of flowers, appearing on the stage's forefront. It turns out to spray snow into the air. You go, little guy! Be your best! The snow gradually blankets the stage, and many audience members begin to extend their hands. The pure white foam lands upon their hands and hair, be it caused by curiosity or reminiscence. The icy sensation puts a smile on the audience's faces. As the audience's passion is ignited, the other members of the dance troupe make their entrance. The scattering petals combine with the falling snow, illuminating the stage. As the music rises and swells, the performance begins in earnest. On this holiday, everyone receives the presents they desire. Yay! Happy Merry Christmas! What? That was a Christmas story. Probably. And that's it for the stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Chamomile. If you like and subscribe, become a member. Yeah. Cute study, cute study. Good job. Thank you again for name, Noguru, and everyone's from your Patreon. WMR was supporting me on FANBOX. Demo and Sanosan in special tier. Demo covered Blue, Brian, Fat Cat Product, Mikhail, Fortis, Francisa, Scott, and Kanefa, Ducky, Dedan, the performance we must have. Justin, King, Crimson, Announce Blaze, or Jarata King, Alama. I seem lagging. Jeffrey Python Sans, good boy, guys, Tamag, Batli Mas Kawaii, Tui, Kyosuke, Ifan, Arian, Ichinix, Nico, Hai, Timothy, Joe, Sargimigan, Magyaname, Mamat Adi, and everyone support me on as YouTube member. Thank you so much. For now, have a nice day, have a nice night, and take care. Awesome. This your whole game 100%. The others are just like side extra missions. Fine, it's fun. Hey, 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 hey. Point.